Hi, Dr. Bridget here with another prescription for success. Today I'm going to be talking about a strategy to tackle any problem. So, a strategy to tackle any problem. That sounds really great, doesn't it? And it's really simple. So, sometimes we sort of succumb to fear, and we start second guessing ourselves, we procrastinate. And we spend a lot of time really struggling. And I was in a networking event this morning, and it's a networking event called Zocket, which is in South Wales. And we were doing a deep dive, and there's quite a lot of personal development in it, which was really cool. And I was talking to someone called Kenny Edwards, and I'm going to put the link to his business here because he's sorts out printing contracts and printing for businesses, and he's very different to a lot of the printing businesses that I see around. So shout out to you, Kenny Edwards. And what he was doing was he was thinking, well, actually I'm really busy. I've got loads of work on, but what I'm doing is I'm thinking, shall I do some LinkedIn posts? Shall I do some LinkedIn adverts? Shall I do some Facebook adverts? And we sort of just really asked him to stop, because actually he was pretty busy as he was, and we thought we were going to talk about how could he make himself less busy by delegating, getting other people on board and things. But it was more of the detailed stuff that he was struggling with. And it reminded me of an article that I'd seen earlier on in the morning, which was called Strategy to Tackle Any Problem. And the first thing to do is to take some decisive action. So once you've taken some decisive action, it doesn't matter what that is, then the universe sort of conspires to help you with it. Then flood yourself with certainty. Know that that's actually the right decision. There's no doubt about it. You're going to do the stuff that goes with that decisive action. And then the third thing is to take some massive action. And when you take some massive action, then you know if it's right or not, and you can adjust it. And if you're not heading towards your goals with that decisive action, then you can stop and take another decisive action. And I think it's really cool because it applies to all areas of our life, doesn't it? We spend a lot of time with part of me wants to do this, part of me wants to do this. Shall I do that? Shall I do that? I can't do this. I should do this. I must do this. And, all this stuff goes round and round in our head, and it takes us away from concentrating on what's really important for our business, our life, our relationships, our career, whatever it is. So take some decisive action. Let the universe help you once you've decided to do that, because you'll filter for that decision. Flood yourself with certainty. It's right, it's going to be fine, and then take some massive action. And if it doesn't feel quite right, then just adjust it. So I think that applies to most things. And if you're struggling with taking any decisions, if you're struggling with getting what you want to do done, then give me a shout, because I do a free session so that we can find out exactly what's at the root cause of all of this and change it and rewire your thinking so that you can get the success you deserve and want. So a strategy to tackle any problem. I'll see you next week. Bye.